I've never seen a more empty city than San Jose. So if you guys don't know what in the world is a San Jose, well, let me show you guys. So this is San Francisco. This is Oakland. This is like the last good part of the Bay Area, and San Jose is all the way over here, right? I mean, this place is, in fact, super empty. There's barely any stores. If you're thinking about partying, you probably don't want to go to this place because there's literally nothing here. There's nothing in San Jose. It's completely empty. I mean, just type in like restaurants and like barely any pop up. You only have less than 15 restaurants in San Jose. And this place is supposed to be a place filled with skyscrapers. And I got a video to show you guys how bad it's getting, right? You know, even like Google Street Views May 2018 has some people, but check out what San Jose looks like now. This is America's San Jose. This is where our tech companies are supposed to be located as well. San Jose, the reason why they even have this many offices is because they're supposed to get a lot of these tech companies going in. But look at how crazy empty some of these streets are. Like, you don't see people. But at the same time, you don't really see homeless people either. It's kind of like in this weird middle where not even homeless people want to come here because there's really no stores left. San Francisco, one of the reasons why there's a lot of people living there, a lot of homeless people, is pretty simple. You pretty much go to any Walgreens and get yourself a frozen pizza and you can shoplift all you want. But when there's no stores in a city like San Jose, there's obviously not going to be a lot of criminals. There's still some, but barely any shoplifting. There's barely any violent crimes in the city. I mean, sure, it's still pretty wild, but San Jose just doesn't have anything, I guess. And when you don't have anything, you don't really have like those really crazy robberies. I mean, do you see people? I don't see people, guys. And this video shows it really, really well. I mean, I don't see a single person on the streets. I see more cars. Here you go. Do you see a single person on the street? You don't. This is why you have almost 100 storefronts empty in San Jose. It's completely empty. Yeah, I might see one guy there, but that's about it. Like, where are the office workers? Where are the bankers? Where are the people who live in these apartments? Where are these people? They don't exist. This is like GTA 5, but there's not a single NPC. I don't see anyone. And it's actually kind of freaky to see this much office vacancies. This is what happens when vacancies go through the roof and nobody wants to rent these apartments. And by the way, these one bedrooms, like the new ones, are renting for $2,800 to $3,000 for a one bedroom. And they have like hundreds of these units, but they've only launched like 20 for rent. And it's insane to me because the rental market is so bad in San Jose, but at the same time, they want to still command these crazy high prices, like $3,000. That is crazy. Make it like 1.5, and I guarantee a lot of people from like Palo Alto is going to come here. But if you're charging $3,000, nobody wants it. This is why it's so empty. I mean, like I said before, there's no people. It's so eerie. It's basically a ghost town. And this is like one of those ghost towns like Cincinnati, Columbus. There's nobody on the streets. But San Jose is worse than any of those cities. Because at least those other cities that listed has some people. But this is basically just purely vacant. But at least the streets are clean. I'll give them that. Once again, though, this is another city that's just crumbling down to the dust. There is no light knife. There is no vibrantness to the city. It's no longer colorful. It's just dull every single day. And if you check this out, this is why dozens of downtown San Jose storefronts are empty, guys. And like I said, but just not enough traffic. A lot of people who open shops here want to see dozens of workers, dozens of residents living here. And honestly, San Jose isn't even that bad of a place to live. I mean, location's all right too. It's connected by some pretty good highways. Up north you got Japantown, pretty good. You drive a little bit here, you get to Cupertino. Drive a little bit upwards, you get to all the big tech companies like Google, Microsoft. They're still headquartered here, and this is still a pretty decent area to live. If you hear rich people talking that they still live in the Bay Area, they probably live in this area. They probably don't live up here. This is like Vice City. This is Cyberpunk 2077. There is no law up here. But like around the Stanford area, Palo Alto, Mountain View, these are all still very good areas, and real estate prices still command a very, very heavy ton. Now, here's the thing about San Jose. There's just not enough housing. What I want to see for San Jose is just pretty much convert all these offices to apartments, man. Apartments or condos. But conversions are expensive. It's going to cost almost $1,000 per square feet. And if you go to the Midwest, $200 per square feet could get you like a really good house. So you kind of could do the math here, and a lot of people are not willing to pay so much money and live in a ghost town. And I don't know why they don't just lower the rent. I mean, none of these apartments are lowering their rent. It's turning everyone off. San Jose is literally a ghost town. And it sucks. It really, really sucks to see, like, a decent downtown, a decent setup. You got skyscrapers, pretty good storefronts, but you don't see any storefronts open. All the storefronts are vacant. There's nobody on the street. At the same time, there's really no homeless people either. There's not even a lot of criminals simply because it's so empty. It's crazy. I mean, when there's nothing there, there's nothing to rob. But then again, though, unfortunately, there was like a Lynn's Crafter store in San Jose that did get robbed. But I gotta admit, this is probably like the last time anyone would ever operate a business. I mean, it's crazy, right? And I guarantee this Lynn's Crafter store is probably going to be leaving as well. They don't want to stay here. I don't really understand why people just start robbing sunglasses now. It's pretty crazy. But anyway, you also have, massive robberies in San Francisco, massive robberies in Oakland. San Jose is honestly like the chill little brother of San Francisco. Just stay on the sidelines, but nothing is really being done. Empty offices everywhere, the occasional robberies, and of course, just nobody in this area. I think if they just lower some of the real estate prices, get more people in this area, like make it into like a residential hub instead of like offices, I guarantee you this place will be flourishing very, very soon. And those storefronts are most likely going to be getting a lot of customers. I mean, look at the map of vacant storefronts in San Jose. It's everywhere. If you check out that video I showed you, you probably see like most of these stores empty. No people, no cars. Over here, empty storefronts. I've never seen a city with this many empty storefronts. Guys, I've been to like super ghost-like cities like Cincinnati. I mean, there's barely anyone on the streets of Cincinnati, but for some reason, there's still like a lot of like restaurants and stuff. But San Jose is like one of those cities where there's like no restaurants at all. Like everything is just empty. Empty storefronts, empty offices, empty apartments. I mean, it's crazy. In downtown, there's even Run Restaurant or Bar, they're thinking about closing as well. There's just not that much foot traffic in this city, and it's a shame because this city is actually fairly clean. You don't really see any tents, you don't see any poop on the floor, you don't see any urine. But like I said before, a lot of people just are tired of the overall Bay Area, and plus, like, San Jose's landlords and prices, they still want to charge you $3,000 for a one bedroom here when it shouldn't be $3,000. It should be like 1.5 grand, honestly, or at the most $2,000. And yeah, this is why so many people are turned off by it. Everyone's leaving. Nobody's coming here. This is like the most ghostly ghost town I've ever seen. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.